The race for the White House presidential primaries taking place in Arizona, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, and Ohio today. But it's basically for show, since both President Biden and former President Trump were already the presumptive nominees. Biden is actually campaigning in Nevada as Trump's mouth gets him in trouble again and again and again. The backlash started after Trump said on his social network that members of the January 6th committee should be put in jail, but it got worse. He also attacked Jewish voters, saying that Jews who vote for Democrats hate their religion and should be ashamed of themselves. Let's bring in our political director, Rick Klein, who's been following all the revolting rhetoric, to say the least. Rick, the former president's rhetoric getting increasingly erratic and extreme. Why is he doing it?
Well, sometimes we impart strategy when none is involved, Kira. We know Donald Trump well enough to know sometimes he's just riffing. Other times he's looking to be provocative and looking for people to talk about what he's saying, because he knows that he's dominating news stories when he does it. I think in this case, what he's saying is perilously close, if not over the line, of an anti-Semitic slur to suggest that that being Jewish means you have to have or should have an automatic loyalty to Israel or to the Israeli government. Of course, we saw Senator Chuck Schumer, the most prominent, highest-ranking Jew in the history of the United States, just last week call for new leadership in Israel. Of course, he's looking to reach out to Jewish voters, as he has in the past, but this is clearly something that has a lot of people taking offense with, and often that is the point. And you know, we saw him say it just a couple days ago with his comment about a bloodbath in the auto industry and beyond, and often it's just trying to be provocative. And it wouldn't surprise me if we see the former president and his supporters kind of continue in that direction and double down.
So we've talked a lot about how Trump's campaign is running on revenge and retribution. How's the Biden campaign responding?
Well, I've talked to Bidenans who really feel like this is Donald Trump at his best for them and worst for the country. They feel like this, when he says who he is and what he would do, they want to engage in exactly that way. And you've seen statements from the Biden team calling that out. And look, so much of their strategy, frankly, Kira, is running against Donald Trump, that the more that Donald Trump gets himself in trouble, the better it is for Joe Biden. But the flip side of that is, as I said, Trump likes the attention and often gets the attention. And even in these early days of a general election race, what he's saying continues to dominate the news in ways that Biden may welcome, but it still is making him the dominant force.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, okay, what are you watching out for during tonight's primaries? You know, the presidential ticket is basically locked in now.
Yeah, it's not about winning delegates, but it is about what kind of protest vote we see on the Democratic side, and frankly on the Republican side, how many voters are continuing to either vote for Nikki Haley in protest or say they would be dissatisfied with Donald Trump. And there's a big Senate race to watch in Ohio that has a MAGA favorite candidate, Bernie Moreno, up against two more establishment-minded Republicans. This is going to be a key race, Kira, in the efforts to defeat Senator Sherrod Brown in the state that's moving to the right. The question is, though, did the Republican Party maybe go too far to the right, too far MAGA and too far Trump if they go with Moreno? But we'll see what Ohio Republican voters have to say today.
All right, Rick Klein, thank you.
You bet.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.